Alright guys, I want to go ahead and showcase a deck today that I've been having quite a bit of fun with. And it is focused on this card here, the Knights Templar. And it says that your common cards, wherever they are, gain plus 22 power and cost plus 1 energy permanently. So it's kind of a neat deck. So obviously because the cards need to be common, we've gone ahead and added quite a few common cards into this deck to take advantage of this to its fullest. So as you can also tell, most of these cards down here that are common cost 1 or 2 energy. So I've decided to take advantage of binary here. Your cards, wherever they are, with 2 or less base energy, gain plus 22 power for 4 turns. So let's take a look at some of these commons that I've included. We've got V2 Rocket. So we want to try to play this on the last turn of the round so that our opponent does not get that advantage of that plus 15 power. Safety Pin, just trying to get that extra 2 energy on the draw. Kind of seems to help out. Hula Hoop, plus 5 permanently. This card's been pretty decent. So it loses 8 power itself, but all the other cards in your hand will gain 6 permanently. So it's been a pretty decent card. Very similar to the card you guys know I'm high on, which is the Rat King here. But obviously this is a little bit stronger. All the cards in hand gain 13, and this loses 13. But honestly, you don't really notice that it's losing 13. I feel like all these other cards are buffing it so frequently that it's just almost goes unnoticed. Let's see what other cards I've got here. So Chlorine Gas, all cards in both players' hand are going to lose 20 this turn. Playing cards is going to gain 10 power this turn if you're losing the round. Let's see. This card here, 2 opponents' random cards in hand lose 16 until played. We've got the Hummingbird. So your cards, wherever they are, with 1 or less base energy, gain 5 until played. So we have, I believe, 6 cards in here that are 1 or less. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, so 6 cards that are taking advantage of that. This card here has been pretty decent. So it gains 13 power, but it ends up costing 1 permanently. Now that does not actually. So it still gets its buffs. It doesn't hurt from like binary because it's base energy. So because the base energy is 1 on this, it still does take advantage of cards like binary and Pumpkin Toad and all these cards that are buffing it based on its base energy cost. So like I said, Pumpkin Toad here is 3 or less base energy. It gives everything plus 30. So this deck is trying to buff all these common cheap cards. We're going to try to get them out, especially since I like to play this in casual play. Again, casual play, because we're not doing insane power, but because everything's so cheap and you're limited by that 7 energy, it makes it interesting build around here. So this Multiverse card, everything's going to get plus 11. And then the Archangel obviously is given a couple cards plus 25, and then 1 card permanently 30. So that is the deck. Oh, I did want to talk about this one card here. It's been kind of a sleeper pick, or kind of overperformer, one I didn't really expect being good, but because our deck does have so many commons with this Knights Templar card, this card takes advantage of the fact that our opponents are most likely playing legendary cards. So I want to play this card on a turn where my other cards I play it with are all commons, so that it's dinging just my opponent this 40 to 80 to 120 power, and I'm not being affected at all by this. So this card has kind of outperformed what I expected of it, to be honest. So definitely it's an auto include now if you guys are going to play the Knights Templar, at least in my opinion. All right, well, let's go take a look at this and see how this deck does. I haven't played about 5 or 6 games with it, I'd say, and I don't think I've lost with it yet. So it's been fairly strong for casual, at least from what I've seen. So let's see if we can keep the momentum up. So it's a good time to say, if you guys enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe. Shoot me a like or a comment. It's what keeps me going. It keeps me making these videos for you guys. All right, we'll get started here. So starting off Science Arena. So we got the V2 rocket, so we're going to try to hold that, right? I do want to get this guy down, so he's starting to get this plus 13 permanently. Let's drop Hula Hoop as well, so you can get that 5 reoccurring going for us. And we'll toss, let's toss the chlorine gas down, so we at least get something this round. Looks like they got a space deck. All right, we got the multiverse trigger in here. Looks nice. So I definitely want to get Ghost down right now. Start taking advantage of the energy gain. So we're getting the rejuvenation up. Let's go ahead and do it like this. Opponent seems to have some pretty cheap cards as well. He's taking advantage of it. Alright, so we are a little behind, so we need to have a good final turn for the round here. Definitely going to get that V2 rocket down, like I was saying. Last turn of the round is the best time to do it. Going to get the Archangel in play, and then let's drop Heavy Hitter, see if we can take this round, which it looks like we do. So as you can see, this can have some pretty big swings here as everything's buffing fairly quickly in this deck. Now we do get hit right there for 2 on our energy, but the glass cannon there does hit pretty hard. So, and he's getting buffed quite a lot. So I do like him in the deck. I don't really see a better option from what I was looking at. So I went through almost every common card while I was making this deck and really analyzing. I started with a couple other cards originally, tested it. They weren't, I was still winning, but I felt like they weren't as good. I had chose some space cards. I want to say space technology cards, and tried to build around that, but I think this build here is stronger. I basically took out, I'm going to say 3 or 4 space cards and added in that Hummingbird and the card that gives itself plus 13 and ends up costing 1 more. And I put this boar actually in as well, I'm glad I made that change. He's been liking that one. So here we go. We got the Knights Templar now. Let's go ahead and get him online. Start taking full advantage of the buff. What else can we drop here? Let's do it like this, and this is what, turn 2? So let's do it like this, since we're behind. See if we can start making a comeback here. So there we go. Our commons are all now buffed up in our deck. Ooh, chlorine gas coming down. So that's kind of a good timing on that. So we did draw our Calf's Head Club. So that's the card I was saying that I really, really thought was a lot better than I thought it would be. So as we can see, it's gonna ding one of his cards down right there. Let's see if it was enough. Doesn't look like it. Close, but no cigar. All right, what do we got here now? Let's get Hula Hoop down, because I want to keep getting free power every round. And Let's get binary back in because I'd like to draw it one more time if we go that late. Alright, so V2 rocket back. So we know when we want to play that. Let's get the glass cannon out there. Let's do it like this. He's having some pretty good turns. His cards are fairly cheap as well. Looks like we just took the lead there. Let's see if we can hold it on this last round. Drew the Archangel, which is nice. Let's get Ghost down. See if we can steal this round here. I think we do. Don't think he's going to get that high. V2 Rocket coming in clutch. The card's been performing very well as well from what I've seen. Games I've played with it. I'll probably end up playing a second game. I did have one viewer who commented earlier and asked that I start doing at least two games so you can really see these decks against a couple decks, different decks. So we'll probably do that this one. I'll play a second game here, let you guys see this thing in action. I want to hold that. Yeah, let's hold that and do it like this. If we can get Rat King back in. Ooh, good turn from him. Wow. Got that Heart and Soul combo. Yep. It's going to be a tough round to come back from. But we'll give it our best attempt. Hopefully Knights Templar can do some work here. Let's see, do we play this? He's only playing 2 cards. Thinking we hold it for next turn and hope that he gets 3 cards down and maybe get a better chance of hitting some legendaries. I know we did hit 1 legendary last time. I figured that was the same one, but still wanted to increase our odds. Well, we ain't gonna be able to play that because we want to get 3 cards down here. So let's do it. Let's do it like this. See if we can get the max going. We just couldn't pull through. So we're gonna go to the final round here. This guy's gonna make a liar out of me. Here I go say I haven't lost, and he's gonna smack me around a little, isn't he? Hopefully we can get this last round in the bag. There's that binary I was hoping to draw on the final round here if we made it that far. Be a nice turn 1 here. See if he can come back from that lead. I like his deck, though. A lot of space cards, though. Ooh, good timing on that safety pin there. And we got the V2. Look how big that V2 rocket is already. That is pretty nutty. Even these common cards, I mean, 108 for a safety pin. That is pretty good, I feel like. I think this is This is probably shocking him a little bit, how much power I'm putting down with these common cards right now. And I almost feel like this is kind of a budget deck too for you guys if you're into budget decks. And I mean, there's a lot of common cards. There's only a couple legendaries in this deck, so this would be a good one for those of you that are looking for a nice budget build. All right, let's see if we can close this out, guys. I think we're just going to go max and hope for the best. Yeah, it looks like we got this in the bag. He ain't coming back from that. All right, so game one in the bag here. Let's play one more for you guys and see how we do. Gotta make sure I don't click the ad. I'm so used to trying to watch the ads here. I don't want to make you guys suffer. So let's go through, play one more. See if we can do just as well as last game. It's getting a little late, so I'm hoping that we just do 3 rounds here. You know, I don't want to drag the video out super long. But some of you guys like longer content, so I'm okay with going a little longer here, especially since I do enjoy this deck. It's quite fun to play. All right, so what do we got here to kick us off? So I do have the Calf's Head, which is, let's see if he gets 3 cards down. He does, so maybe I take advantage of that right now. Don't want to play any legendaries. Of course, he doesn't either. Never fails. All right, I need to get Binary and Knights Templar online, though. Get them cycling back through, so got to keep an eye on cycling. You don't want to wait too long on cards like this because you want to get them as much as possible. Since it looks like he's dinging us, let's go ahead and get this online. We're probably not going to get 2 out of it, but that's okay. I want to get my 1 back that I lost, at least. But pretty decent. I mean, this deck is putting down some pretty nutty power for such a little bit of energy here. All right, let's see if we can wrap this round up. Let's try to get as much power down as we can. Yeah, let's do it like that. All right, round 1 is in the bag. On to round 2. And we got our Archangel. Love that card. V2 Rocket. We're going to hold off playing that, of course. Yeah, I mean, he just cannot keep up right now with this power we're putting down. I mean, just these cards being so cheap. I mean, like I said, I purposely chose these cards that are costing 1 and 2 just because of Knights Templar increasing that energy cost. I knew it was going to be expensive. Okay, so we have 100 leads, so we're not dying for to have to play a bunch of cards. So let's just do that. He can win this one. I'm fine with that. It's all about round 3. Get my Rocket online for sure. What else do I need to play here? Let's just do max energy. Or, I'm sorry, max power. Want to make sure we win this one. is going to probably hurt us. That cannon's going to hurt us this next start of this next round, but that's okay. Ooh, down to 5. It's a good thing we got a cheap deck here. Oh, I'm down to 3 now. What in the heck just happened there? Oh, Fugu happened, didn't it? I see, said the blind man. Gotta love these drain decks. Alright, let's see here. Just getting 3 cards online. Looks like the best we can do is 2 right now. So he's probably going to take this round. Just need to get Archangel back online here in a second. Hoping to draw it here any minute. Knights Templar, there she is. I think I'm just going to give this round up and play Ghost and get that energy regeneration back, since we're getting our butts kicked right now with that. Just take the loss this round. Get back up to 8 so we're not struggling. Oh, back to 9. Even better. All right. Now we're cooking with dynamite here. Ooh, nice hypernova from him. Knights Templar are going to trigger here. Hopefully we can draw some common cards. There they are. Heavy hitting. Let's get binary down. No, I don't think we'll get a draw on it again, so let's just try to go max here. See if we can hold the lead. We'll play binary if we're down to a very small amount of energy and we need a 1-drop. Like that. He just dinged us pretty hard, so that's probably good on us, actually. So now we can play that card. All right, guys, so there we go. Looks like we took the game. So I'll showcase this deck for at least 2 games for you guys, so I'll probably leave it off there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the content in the video. And if so, like I said before, shoot me a like or subscribe, comment, and I appreciate you guys watching the video. Have a good night.